Hey, it's Xena, Warthog Princess, and this is going to be an interesting hodgepodge of drinking vessels. This was a request from Pug Paws, one of my avid viewers. So thank you very much for watching and for making this recommendation. This is way more than you asked for, but here goes. All right, so lots of different things to drink beverages out of, and some of these are excellent options. They may not be the best, they're not the most expensive, they're not the worst. They're all of them are middle of the road somewhere, but they all have a place in my life. So here we go. Mostly I just drink coffee, not even every day, but occasionally, or water, rarely a soda, or just like sparkling waters, like a carbonated, like Perrier with just flavor, nothing else in it. But that's pretty much, you would think this would be a simpler collection because of that, but actually, here goes. So coffee, let's start with that side of thing, or hot beverages, coffee and tea. So I do like some herbal teas and stuff as well. But I do have one Vera mug. This is the Lilac Foulard, which was the interior pattern on Lilac Medallion. It's a nice size mug, it's just plain. I actually have never used it. I keep it, so far, it's just been in storage in the Vera room. Not got anything to do with the mug itself, except that I wanted to protect it, but I have literally 3 shelves in my cabinet filled with coffee mugs that I need to purge, and then this one will have a special place like at the front of the cabinet. But for now, it's just pretty and it's in a box. But what are those other mugs? So why is that one, the beautiful Vera one, relegated to the second string? It's not, it just is the way it has been. This kind of mug, I have like a whole shelf of just these from my Air Force time in a fighter squadron, where it would usually have the squadron patch, and then this was a call sign for my forward air controller days, and my wings, and my airplane, and my call sign. I know that's glared there, so Xena. It has a gold rim, and this is like the standard style. We have a beer stein and a coffee mug. Like every time you enter a squadron, you buy them. Yeah, so I have them. Here's another one from my squadron in Germany, slightly different, but you have the squadron patch, you have the base, you have the name, and then on the back we had Go Ugly Early, and then our squadron and our mascot, the Panthers. So lots and lots of those, and you know, because I drink coffee so infrequently and tea and whatnot, they end up being soup mugs or other things like that. So c'est la vie. But every once in a while I do like to have a cup of coffee, and I'll wander, I'll go sit by the pool in the backyard or whatever. So I have some other options, and we'll just go through them. Travel coffee mugs. Because I'm not working, I don't get up and go somewhere, not just right now, but you know, I'm retired. So sometimes I'll throw a mug in and go to an appointment across town or whatever. But this one is from BMW. It's an insulated stainless steel mug. I did not buy it. It actually was a free gift when I bought my car, which is lovely. It's kind of cool though, because the top is just like a push to open and push to close. It's kind of nifty. And then just a nice little sip spout. So nice vessel. Yeah, I don't have the Beamer anymore anyway, but so. All right. But I do have another generic mug, and this one actually was a gift from one of my gal pals, one of the wives of a fellow pilot in Germany. And we had a nice group of gals. But anyway, she gave me this one. It just has AF for Air Force, and it says U.S. Air Force right on it. And it's pink camo, which is hilarious because, you know, I was military and it was very pink. But it's one of my favorite mugs, mostly because of where it came from. But yeah, so that's super cool. But actually it's a nice mug. It's a good size. It's small. It fits in my drink holders in all my vehicles and whatnot. And it has that flip and latch closure, so it's pretty secure. You can do hot and cold, but these I just use, like if I'm doing hot, it's pretty much, like I said, it's just coffee or tea. All right, so then I have 2 Vera ones, and these are, I forget what the name, like stainless steel travel mug, maybe, something like that. But I have 2. I have Vines Floral and Holiday Owls. And I did get these on sale, of course, and actually I have not used these. I washed them and put them in the cupboard, but that was it. So they're pretty straightforward. You can use it with or without the lid. It does have a drinkable rim on it. And the lid just has this rubber gasket and a little thing on the top to like get your finger in to pop it out. And then it has the slide close for this little opening here. So it slides closed, and that's it. I have not tested this to see how well it holds hot or cold, or if it leaks when it's closed and tipped over. I'm gonna guess that it does, because the gasket, you can see the gasket comes across the opening. And so when you close this, there's not a gasket up against the wall of the mug. So I'm pretty certain this one would leak, but I have not tested it, like I said. But they're basically the same, and they're nice sturdy mugs. So they'll go back in the cupboard for now, since I'm not going anywhere. All right, other options. Of course, there's Starbucks, and these actually I did not buy. I did not ever buy a single Starbucks mug, but I did buy one of the cups, which we'll get to in a second. But this is just a nice. It's kind of similar to the Air Force One, except a different shape. This one's just a straight cup. It's got a drinkable edge, but not as comfortable to drink out of, and it's plastic inside, so a little bit different. But screw on top, and it works great. This one, like I said, was another gift. So that's cool. They come in so many different shapes and sizes and colors. This is a Starbucks mug, and I've had it for a really long time, but I really like this one because of the size at the time, and I didn't even really use it for coffee so much. I used it for ice water, but here's why. Because look at the cap. So it's a screw on. It's not a drinkable edge really, but the cap is interesting because you screw the top on and then you screw the top of the top and it opens up. So you can drink from any angle, and when it's closed, it's really closed well. So like it can tip over and it does not spill, which I really love. And I hate green. Well, I don't hate green. I like all the colors. But green, yellow, and orange, and those are my least. But so I didn't buy it. I don't know. It was a gift. And I love it. Okay, but on the topic of Starbucks, let's shift gears and move out of the hot zone. Before we move on, let's talk about one more mug. This also was a gift, and I'm just a sentimentalist at heart, honestly. And this one was a gift from a friend, an RV buddy actually. It has these beautiful feathers, and then on the front it says, "Some days I'm a princess, some days I'm a warrior." Well, it just says "choose wisely" in the fine print. Well, of course, I am a warrior princess. That is my call sign. That is me to a T. So it's just a nice. It's a reminder, but it's also sentimental for my friend, and it's huge. So I use this for like soup mug, or I'll put some ice cream in there or something sometimes. But yeah, not just for coffee. That's a damn lot of coffee. Yeah. All right. So back on track. So Starbucks. This one I actually bought, and I have the smaller one as well. So these are the reusable double-walled tumblers, so they don't sweat on things. And they're clear, so you can see exactly what's in there, but they're mimicking the plastic cups from Starbucks. And the reason I bought this, I was out doing some temporary duty somewhere, and I didn't have a drinking vessel, and we were at Starbucks, and it was a really good deal. It was like, I don't know, like $1 cheaper to get a regular cup versus this, and anyway, it was a deal. And then this one was a gift as well. So I got the big one and the small one, and for a long time this is what I was using for my daily beverage vessel, just drinking ice water or juice or something. And they keep it cold, but it's not really well insulated. It's just double walled. So what do I use every day all the time? I have a whole bunch of these Bubba kegs, or this isn't the keg, but it's just a Bubba, and it's a steel, and it's insulated, and they keep the cold stuff cold and the hot stuff hot. And like right now I just have some lime Perrier in there, but it has a straw and it has that little thing on the bottom so it doesn't pop out. I usually change the straws because I have like the big fat Bubba straws that are silicone, and those are actually, they're just more comfortable and nice because you can bend them and drink wherever. But this is one I have like all the time sitting by my couch with me, and I'm always drinking water because I live in the desert. And it's purple. Yay, purple. Actually, this is two different ones. I had this one, and then I had, and this one had a different colored lid. And then I had a silver one that had the purple lid, and I switched it all up to have purple, purple, purple. Yeah, why wouldn't I? Okay. But Vera has this kind of mug as well. So we're on the topic of double-walled tumblers with straws. Vera has them as well. And I've got kaleidoscope rosettes, which I really like this one a lot. And it's cool because On this one, not on this one, but on this one, the double wall is put to very good use design-wise for the prettiness of it. The inner wall has, see that there's like those kaleidoscope pieces in there, and then the outer clear wall has the bolder medallions of the kaleidoscope rosettes. So I really like that. I think Vera could take better advantage of the double wall like this, but for example, on the Sea Life, they didn't. It's all just a plain, boring inner white, and then the outer is just the print all over. I think it could have had more depth if they even just took this exact pattern and just put some things on the inside and some things on the outside, something like that. Like maybe put the other things in the background and put all the critters in the foreground, something like that. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. But these are decent as well, but same thing as the other. They're double walled, so they have a little bit of insulation to them, but not so much. They just are, they'll keep it cool for a while, but it's not the really insulated ones. So we'll move those out of the way. All right, what order are we going in? All right, we'll just stay on water. So this one, it should have been in the earlier group, actually. This is a My Bevy, designed in the USA. Does not say made in the USA, but anyway. This one is similar to some of the others, except it's much bigger. So it has the same slide lock. But unlike the Vera ones that just pop out and pop in, this one screws on. And so that the gasket goes all the way around. So it is less spill, it's more spill proof. And then it just has the little drinking hole. So it's not perfect either, but this is a nice lip to drink out of as well. All right, next one. Oh, but let's do the non-insulated first. So Camelback. I have, I don't know, 8 or 10 of these, and part of it is because every time I do a Wounded Warrior Project event, they give them ones with the Wounded Warrior on it. But different colors, different sizes, different shapes. I also have some of the actual Camelbacks with the hose, you know, with the same mouthpiece on them. But these are really great. They're not insulated, they're not double walled, they will sweat, but they're great. You can clip a carabiner on there, clip it to something, you can put it in your backpack. I usually have one in my gym bag, and it's nice because it just flips over and it's quick and discreet. And it's not going to spill. It's very spill proof because you actually have to, you know, the bite valve. Now, on these, just a side note, it has the straw, so when you can drink upright and you suck through the straw. But if you take the straw off, you just pull it out and use it like this. Well, I prefer it this way, generally speaking, because I use gravity. So I drink it this way. Yeah. If it doesn't work that way with the straw in, it has to be upright. But anyway, don't ask why, just do. I think you just get more out of it that way. You don't have to suck as hard, whatever, something. Okay, next up, I have this one, which actually I'm using this morning. I was running around just to clip it to my belt loop. This is just it says Whole Health for Life. It was a Veterans Affairs hospital here in Tucson. They were giving them out one day, and it's pretty robust plastic. And you can see that it's well used. This one went on my 2 months cruise last year. And so for 57 days of adventures every single day, I took, I think it was one like this, but smaller, which we'll get to this in a minute, but it was a smaller version of that. And then I had this in my backpack because I always take water in my backpack on my excursions. But it was great, and I used it, and it's refillable. You don't need a funnel or anything. It's a nice wide opening. It has that sports top, so you know, pop it out and drink, and it has a cover. Anyway, kind of cool because you can clip it on and go. This would also be great for purses, but it's just too big. So I got another solution for that. On Amazon, I found these ones, and so it's just like a little pouch of water. So like I said, I'm just thirsty all the time. I drink a lot of water. I always have, and it's because I sweat so well. I just have to replace that. But these are nice little bags. It comes in a pack of 10. I don't remember where I paid for them, but anyway, it's just a pack of 10. This one does come with a funnel because the little screw off top is it's just a little smaller opening, so it comes with a funnel to use with it. And you can put things like, you could put applesauce in these or something, I guess, but I mean, I would just use them for water in my purses, which works great. So I'm gonna put that with the other ones over there. And then I also have this one. I think it was Potato Peach has one as well, but hers is pink. But these are great for purses. It's mochik. And it has this, like, it's not truly rubberized, but it's like a softer, like rubberish outer. You can take the strap off and it's just water, just clear water. But it fits really nicely into the big slip pockets on a lot of the bags, the totes and whatnot. So that is a great option I found. I also like this one, was one of my first insulated bottles that I got that was truly insulated, and of course it's purple. But honestly, it was just like Safeway or Walmart or something, but it's shaped like a bottle and it holds quite a bit, and they work really, really well. So in my truck, if you've seen like my Stephanie Dawn video, I bought those insulated wine things, and I have some of these that are bigger size, and I always keep them in my truck because even in Arizona, these keep the water, just room temperature water, they keep it to a drinkable temperature because of the insulation. So even if it's been sitting in the car at 100 degrees all day long, it still is drinkable. Now, you put your lip to the metal, it'll be a little bit hot on that upper edge because the upper isn't insulated, you know, just that the rim part is just straight steel. So that'll burn you. But you can hold it above and pour it into your mouth and it's totally fine. It's awesome. So that's what started that habit. And then I decided, well, I was just using this little one, so I just would refill it from the bigger containers. This one's Takeya. It's a 40 ounce. So, you know, if I'm going on a hike, I'll take the Camelback. But if I'm just going for like a walk with the dogs and it's a longer walk, I might just throw on a little knapsack and throw this in there, because then that's water for the dogs as well. Yeah, so I have a few different versions. There's Takeya, which is a name brand one, and this one's been around the world. And then there's a Costco version, thermo flask, which I don't think is Costco specific, but that's where I got it. It came in a set of 2s. So it's a teal color, and this one has like a little rubber thing on the bottom, which is nice because it just gives it a little bit better stand. But very, very similar with their little carrying loops. Then, this is a no name. I don't know what brand. It's got no name, no details at all. Oh wait, what does it say? Stainless steel thermos cup. Yep, it is. It doesn't, but it's nice. It's got this nice wide mouth drinking, I use it the same as these, but it's purple and it's got that matte finish on both of these ones, which I kind of like. So they don't scratch up as quickly as some of the pretty ones. Now I got water bottles everywhere. Okay, so that is those. Then we're almost coming back to Vera, don't worry, it's coming around. So this is one of my favorite little water bottles too. If I'm just bopping around the house and I just want to take some water somewhere, like going out to the pool sometimes, I know it's childish, I don't care. It's purple, it's Tupperware, which I grew up with Tupperware, but it's an ECO by Tupperware, and it's a penguin. It's a cute little purple penguin, and it's nice because it's got a big enough opening that you can actually put ice in there. And so you just put a little bit of ice and some water, and I could take in the pool, and I'm not worried about if I drop it in the pool or something. It's plastic, it's not gonna break, it's not gonna ding up or whatever, but it's just enough to kind of go float around for an hour or so and just have some cold water and nice drinking thing. And it's totally washable. It actually can go through the dishwasher, I think. I never put stuff like this in there, but you can. It's Tupperware. So that's fun. It also fits in your purse, so if I like on the go before some of these other options, I actually used that also. All right, now let's get back to Vera. No, wait, one more thing before Vera. Then, recently I got these lug jugs. They're called Chuggies, and there's a smaller one and a bigger one, so it's 12 ounce and 16 ounce. And these are insulated to keep hot things hot and cold things cold. And they just have a screw off top and a nice wide mouth, very drinkable edge, everything. So pretty straightforward. I haven't used these ones yet, but I've heard really good reviews about them. The cool part about them and why I got them is specifically this one, because it fits perfectly inside the insulated pouch on my new zipliner bag, which is awesome. And because of the size and shape of them, they fit really great inside a lot of the bags, and they're just sort of a little more discreet, but they're also very pretty. And this one is Bloom Black, which I just love. So that's cool. All right. Now I think we really are back to Vera. Wait, let me get some water. Okay, so let's start with the factory side. I don't have any of the other things from the factory, but I do have 2 water bottles. I have fan flowers because of the adorable whale. I got a little beach set with that stuff. And this one is lotus flower swirl, which is so nice. So I just got a couple different colors to go with. These are not double walled and not insulated. So they're just a straight canister, which is fine. I don't know how many ounces these are. I would guess probably 16, 17 ounces. But yeah, they're straight, very drinkable edge, but they're pretty simple. But they do sweat with condensation and whatnot, and they're not insulated. They're just a screw on top, pretty simple. And then they have this top on it. It just comes just like this. I added this ring, and what this ring is just a little, you could put a carabiner on there. I just didn't have extra carabiners at the time. So I got these because I just like to, if I put it in my pocket, my backpack, and I'm traveling, I go ahead and just hook it onto something like a zipper upper above that. So it's not just gonna tip out and then fall out. It would have to be disconnected, if that makes sense. But these little things are great. They have a little cable in there, and then it's plastic coated, like clear plastic. And they don't just pop out. You have to put it in. Let's see if I can show you while I'm doing it. You put it in at an angle like that, and it slides to the end and rotates. And that is not coming off by accident. We used to use these on our knee boards for flying and stuff because you couldn't have things that would pop open easy. They would be foreign objects in the cockpit and they'll damage everything. So that's where these are from, my flying days. And I have them in different colors. So I put a green one on the green, even though it doesn't match completely, but it's the closest I had. And then the blue for the blue. And I'm just gonna leave them on there because even if I add a carabiner, it's still something to, there you go. All right, it also makes it easier when you're drinking. So you take the lid off and you can just hold it like that and, drink and then put the lid back on. So yeah, whatever works for you, All right. I just got 2 chairs I'm stacking these up on. Okay, then to my favorite Vera one, honestly. Those ones are okay, and I got them because I liked them, and one of them I was traveling and I just needed a vessel. That happens to me a lot. You're out and you need something. But then I got the water bottle. Vera's insulated water bottle with this little strap cap on there. So these are a plastic cap inside, but it is a metal thing and a metal insulated, and these are 17 ounces. And it is a nice size, very drinkable edge. It is intended to drink from the edge there, and they're just nice, fun designs. This one is Springtide Navy, which came out with the Shore thing, but I liked the darker variety. But anyway, I got this because I got some of the darker sea bags. Then, and these are in no order. We'll just take them as they're sitting here. We got Pretty Posies, which was a breast cancer pattern. But I tried to get some in different colors so that for all my different backpacks and whatnot that I would have something to match. It doesn't have to match, but sometimes I like that. So there you go, Pretty Posies. And then I got, just recently, this Regal Rosette, which of course purple. So this is my only purple one, so I had to have it. had to. I've got Kaleidoscope. I was gonna say Kaleidoscope Rosettes, but it's just Kaleidoscope. But it's pretty, it's kind of busy on here. Actually, I preferred the rosettes to the Kaleidoscope proper, but it's a nice pink one to go with all the pink bags. Don't have a lot of them, but the ones I do, they don't match anything else, so it had to have its own. Then I've got the Moonlight Garden, and this is a different presentation. It's like the trim pattern and the teal, which is, it's lovely, and it goes very, very well with the Moonlight Garden on there. And this one, actually, wait, is this an outlet version? it's a retail side style. Anyways, it's Go Fish Teal. So it must be the retail side Go Fish Teal. I don't know if the outlet's doing these ones now. Now I'm confused because it came out on both sides now and I bought a bunch. I don't know. But I'm going to say retail because that makes sense. Plus it was in the back of the cabinet, which means I've had it a while. And then the last one, again, in no particular order, this is the Dream Tapestry one. And it's a nice little, pretty pinks and teal. It's a nice little buds with the light colored top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of those. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting any more, but I did just order another set of chuggies because they go in my bags. All right, so that is drinking vessels. I hope that's not overwhelming or just silly info for you. I hope that's actually useful in some way. I mean, I'm not trying to sell you anything. There's just different options and where Vera and Lug fit into those options. And so I just sort of presented the whole spectrum and tried to make sense of it for you. So hope you're doing well. And it is pseudo Monday. It's Tuesday after holiday weekend. So hopefully everybody's out and about doing whatever it is they can do at this point. If you're staying at home and stuck like me, then, you know, more power to you. Keep yourself sane and keep yourself happy somehow. And don't forget to washy washy. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.